Hello viewers, how are you all? Today I am going to overview and configuration setup for TP-Link Anchor A7. You can see here the Anchor main image. I don't go to overview with router. I'm just overview with router firmware interface and setting. So at first we can see the router interface here. You can see here the this router is. You can see that this router is a dual band gigabit router. So if we are going to router firewall interface, then we can see just like that kinds of interface. So at first you can see here the internet connectivity is okay, then router, then you can see here the router information, LAN information, and here is the Wi-Fi and connectivity status and mesh device. If you connected with mesh device, then here you can see the mesh device interface. Here you can see the 5G and 2G network interface, and here you can see how much what it connected with router, and you can see here how much wireless connection connected with this router, and also you can connect it with printer and USB text with via USB. Second, you can see here the internet is the internet connection setup wizard. Here you can see here the dynamic means it's automatic connectivity with your network. Then static, most of the network use static. If you want to go static setting, then you need to know about three things. First of all, you need to IPv4 address. Here is, you can see here, IPv4 address, IP address. Then IPv4 subnet mask. You can see here the IPv4 subnet mask. And fourth and third, you need to default gateway node to the configuration with static. And you can see here the primary DNS. If your ISP give you primary DNS, then you write here the primary DNS, and you can write here secondary DNS if your ISP give you. Then if not, then you can use default or Google DNS or cloud DNS here. And second and third options is here is PPOE. Most of the internet connection ISP using PPOE. In this option you get a username and password. You write here the username and write here the password, then click to save. Your internet connection is connected. Here is the common thing to connected with internet. And then wireless connection. Now you want to configure your wireless connectivity. If your device is 2.4G, then here you can write the wireless access point name where you connected your mobile or laptop, and here is you write your wireless network password. And now we are maximum where new phone have the 5G wireless. So this router is dual band, so 4G to 2.4G and 5G. So you can write here 5G wireless name, and here is 5G password. And then you can use also the smart connect wizard. If I am going to the advanced option, then you can see here the lot of options here. You can see here the network, internet, and then LAN. Internet is same thing where I'm explain the last one. And then if you want to clone your MAC address, such as some kinds of ISP blind your MAC address. If you change your router, then you use your custom MAC address from your previous router. And now I can show you LAN. If your LAN address is default is 192.168.0.1, you can change it 10.10.10.1, or if you want anything you can write it here. Or IPv or VLAN configuration is here. DHCP server, if you want to your own DHCP server, then you can see here the DHCP server, and you also blind it here. Dynamic DNS, if you want to access your router from outside, then you can use dynamic DNS, and you hit the DNS address, then you access your router from outside your network. If you don't have real IP, if you have real IP, then you don't want to go to the dynamic DNS. Advanced routing is the advanced user option, so I explain it later. Now I'm just explaining you the basic on this router. Operation mode: this router have two operation mode, one the access point, on the access point option. If you connect this router is router to router, then you can use access point. If you have in your home or office one router, then you want to second router as this router, then you can use access point router. If you want to main router, using main router, then you use router connected mode. Then you can configure here wireless setting. Here you can see the wireless setting. If you want to 2G or 5G, if you want to configure 2G advancedly, then here is the security mode. Here is the security mode. You can change here the security mode. Then you can see the mode also 802 BGN, GN or N only, and you can choose manually the channel wide. Also you can change the channel here, same as it is in the 5G mode. You can change the everything. uh, in this case WSP mode always off, because of if you on it, then somewhere outside to hack your router through WPS. So I recommended that of this pin access off, so I'm click it off. Then you can also schedule your on off systems, Wi-Fi on off systems, and then you can see here the statistics on your Wi-Fi connected client statistics here, how much packet he or she received and how much packet she sent. Here is the advanced option. You can enable more than one SSD here. You can allow to one wireless network for your guest or staff or others person for this network. If you enable it, and here you can see the staff is you develop staff, then your staff can use this network with individual SSID. Viewers, you can see here the USB setting option. You can see here the device setting. You can see here the if you insert a USB drive in your USB port, then you can see here the USB scanning option. Then you can found 3 disks here, and you can access it through your device. Sharing access. Now here is the sharing IP address. Then directly you hit this IP to access your sharing device, like your pen drive or portable device. Here also you can see the print server. Here you can install your printer or print server. And offline download. Here you can see the offline download option. I don't know what is this. I'm first time see this option. I let it explain later. Parental controls. You can see here the parental controls. If you don't want your child can access some website, then you can control this option with this parental control. QoS. You can configure the MAC address through how much your client or how much which mobile and which PC or which connection, how much speed get from your router. It's a bandwidth management system like QoS. And setting, security setting. Click the security, and here is the setting. Here is the router DDoS protection, others outsider router hacking trouble. To save this router from this option, you can enable all protection. Then your router can protect the outside hacking opportunities from your connection. Then IP and MAC blind. If you want to blind your device, if you want, you have 5 device and you don't want any other device access your network, then you can configure here how to configure it. I will let it explain another video. And NAT forwarding, it's a individual security protocol, NAT forwarding, virtual server. Then IPv6. If your network is IPv6, then you throw connect it with IPv6 connection, and here is same as it is done. First you use this connection static. You can see, you can write here the IPv address your ISP provide that, then here is the right as it is, then you can connect it through IPv4 IPv6. And last of all, VPN server. If you want to use VPN, then you can also use the VPN connection with this router directly. You don't need any VPN client or use VPN software to PC. You directly access with VPN from your router. Smart Life Assistant. Here is the Alexa or IFTT software support this router. At least system tools, you can control your router through system tools, time setting, LED control, diagnostic, firmware update. At the basic, all option is here. So I think this router is very good and also have lot of option which manage everything from your hand. So thank you very much. That's all. If you have any question, then directly drop your comment my comment box. I'm trying to answer your all necessary questions. Thank you very much. Stay tuned with my channel and have a good day.